Hello everyone, Nick985 here, and I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the Gran vs changes that the cast has gone through over the last patch, and I will be talking about a tier list I have made as well. Before we begin, please feel free to subscribe as I will be making more Gran vs content, and with that being said, let's get right into it. Also, if you want to skip ahead to your favorite character, there are timestamps in the description for you. First off, let's talk about Ferry. Ferry is my favorite character to play in the game. Obviously, I'm a Ferry player. I have been since the beta. And I personally feel that the worst nerf she got in this patch was definitely the EX whip having more startup. Besides that, she made out pretty okay. I love the new dive kick being 2 hits and being plus now, and being able to connect jumping light to dive kick on standing opponents is pretty nice as well. Overall, I think she's still the same menace she was in Season 1, and I can't wait to play more games with her in Season 2. Next up, we have Lancelot. I feel that the patch didn't really affect Lancelot that much. He feels more or less the same to fight, more or less the same to play. Yes, he does have a few nerfs, but I feel like at the end of the day, he's still going to be the same Lancelot we knew and loved since Season 1. Excuse me. Percival is up next, and I feel like he still belongs in S tier in my opinion. Yes, he had several normals hit and specials hit, but overall I feel like his gameplay is still intact. It's still get the stocks and run your game. I feel like his command throw is still very, very strong, and honestly he's still such a great character in this game, such a great pick. Finally, we have Charlotta. I thought since Season 1 that she might be top 5, and now in Season 2, I definitely think she is a top 5 character. I do feel like overall she did get more nerfs than buffs, but due to her crazy pressure, EX ball, her 100-hand slap, she's still a great, great character in Season 2. Starting off A tier, we have Soriz. And I have to say I'm very happy with all the Soriz changes. I think he's a strong character now. He has good damage. He has a lot better neutral as well. What separates him from S to A, I feel like he does have several weaknesses that the player themselves needs to overcome, instead of, oh, here's a tool to help with this weakness, or here's a strategy to help with this. I feel like it's more on the player than on him to overcome his weaknesses. But even so, I still think he's a great character in this game right now. After that, we have Narmaya, and Narmaya's always been an interesting character to fight against, since interesting character to play in my opinion. I don't think this balance patch really touched her at all that much. I don't think she got that many changes, so I feel like she's more or less the same exact character from last season. Which, don't get me wrong, she's still good, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with her. After that, we have Ladiva. And Ladiva did get some nerfs during this patch, I won't lie. Ladiva got the nerf to headbutt, which really hurt a lot of Ladiva's confirms, especially from 2M. However, I still think Ladiva's pretty good. She has good corner carry, and of course, being a grappler, she has great mix-up, and she really is one of those characters that can just touch you once and kill you. I think she's a great character to play as well. A lot of characters in this game are very balanced. I feel like everybody can win every matchup. Honestly, it's just like a great balanced game. After that, we have Katalina, and I feel like the Shotos in general had some interesting changes, especially to the Fireball. I do feel like it was a little bit too hard of a nerf, though. I would have made it a little bit more plus on hits, so that way she can consistently connect normals and get better combos. Other than that, I feel like she's still the same Katalina, and she's still a great pick. Moving down, we have Djeeta. And Djeeta, or Djeeta, however you say your name, is, in my opinion, still good. She did get the fireball nerf that Katalina got, and a couple nerfs to her Rekkas. But I still feel like she's still a good pick. She got a good a good standing U buff that allows her to confirm off counter hits. So, yeah, I still think she's a great character. Next up, we have the poster boy Gran, and he did get the same fireball treatment that Katalina got, but he also got a change to his M boot not knocking down anymore. I do kind of like that, because now he has standing resets, but he also lost some corner carry that the boot gave him. However, he does still do plenty of damage in Grand Blue, especially in the corner, and I still think he's a good pick, honestly. A lot of these characters are good picks. A lot of these characters are so strong. After that, we have Zeta, who is one of my personal demons in this game. And honestly, I don't feel like she got many changes in Season 2. She had one tiny nerf to her JU not being overhead after the first hit, I believe. But other than that, she still feels very similar. She still has her long combos, which is very good for her now that she can just use every single EX, and then by the time the opponent wakes up, she has all of them back. So, yeah, if you like combos, pick this character. She's very, very fun. Next up is Vaseraga. And I feel like this character got a quite a bit of nice things in this patch. Last season, I honestly felt he was good, but he was very, very underplayed. And hopefully now that will change. That buff on 5U about the armor and him being able to convert off of that is absolutely crazy to me. I've been hit by that so many times I can't even count. But yeah, honestly, he's a really good character. Next is Metera. And I do feel like Metera overall was nerfed. She did get some buffs to her butterfly, and she can now do jumping arrow with the other arrow. But she also did get some nerfs to her hop and to jumping forward EX arrow, which are not that pleasant for her. Overall, though, I think she's still a fine character and still a fine choice, especially if you love zoning. After that, we have Zoey, who's another cool character in my opinion. And I feel like this character in particular, I love every single change to her. I love how her meter works now, and I love how... I love how she got tweaked in certain departments, like her jumping EX Lightning got nerfed with more recovery. I felt like they did this character really, really nice in this patch, and honestly, I'm very happy with where she ended up. I think she's strong without being overbearing, and I hope a lot more players pick her up and use her. After that, we have Beelzebub, and this is the first character in my B tier category. Excuse me. I think that Beelzebub did get some buffs that help him, especially with his walk speed and his teleport. But I honestly don't think it is enough to help him out with his neutral game. Maybe time will tell, but I still think he could have received one or maybe two more buffs. After that, we have Lowain, and I feel like a combination of buffs to him and nerfs to other characters really helped out Lowain this patch. I do still feel like he is a little bit underplayed and underexplored. I don't know if everybody's doing the best that they can with him as far as setups and combos go. I feel like there's a lot more lab work to be done with this character. I do feel like he can consistently win, but there needs to be more work done with him. Overall, I am looking forward to what Lowain players can come up with now that they have the new Lowain buffs and he's starting to look more and more menacing. And finally, we have Belial. And before I tweeted out that I had him at A tier, however, after playing him more, I do believe he is an S tier and a top 5 character in this game. I don't know about top 1, but definitely top 5. He has several tools like jumping you and 5L that are really good in pressure, and he has a very, very strong fireball game as well. Not to mention a command throw that is, I wouldn't say it's unreactable, but it's very, very tricky to jump out of and punish. Overall, I just think he's a really, really strong character, and people keep finding new stuff with him every single day. If you're looking to play Belial, I did do a tips and tricks video that I will link in the description for you to watch as well. Please check it out if you want to learn the character. And with that being said, I am going to end my video here. Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you think anything should be changed about my list, let me know in the comments below. If you think this character should have been put in A tier, but I had him in B, or S tier, but I had him in A, let me know in the comments down below as well. Leave a like if you made it to the end and subscribe for more, and thank you so much for watching. It means a hell of a lot to me, and until next time, peace out.